All right. Now, for those who may not be familiar with Dr. Mwalimu Baruti, he is the co-founder and co-director of AKOBEN, that's AKOBEN, AKOBEN Institute, an independent African-centered full-time and after-school homeschooling and tutorial program for middle and high schoolers. So all of you who may do homeschooling, all of you who may think about homeschooling, you definitely want to tune in because you can call in and ask this brother questions also. Over the last 2 years, Brother Baruti has also taught various African-centered evening classes for adults at the Institute and online. Included in these were courses based on his books, Your Reason, Menticide, Negroes, and Other Essays, one focusing on African-centered education, another on Our Story, and 3 dealing with various topics in African-centered sociology. There have also been a variety of individual lectures online and writers' workshops for those interested in writing and self-publishing. Baruti is an experienced chess teacher who taught chess at independent black schools for over 2 decades. Brother Baruti is the author of 15 self-published books, including Excuses, The Politics of Interracial Coupling in European Culture, Negroes and Other Essays, Chess Primer, an Introduction to the Game of Chess, The Sex Imperative is another book, very popular book. Also, Homosexuality and the Effeminization of African Males, Asafo, A Warrior's Guide to Manhood, Complementarity, Thoughts for African Warrior Couples, Menticide, and Other Essays. All right, so I want to welcome to the African History Network show Dr. Mwalimu Baruti. Hotep, Brother Baruti, are you there?
I am here, Brother Michael Hotep.
All right.
Good to hear you.
Sorry for that long introduction, but there may be some people, they may have heard bits and pieces about you, but really don't know. So I have to give you the proper, your proper respect, your proper intro.
I'm following your lead.
Okay. I would have some theme music, brother, but I didn't have a chance to upload it yet.
It is absolutely no problem. It's good to be here. I appreciate what you are doing.
No problem.
I definitely appreciate what this is all about, giving people information, what they need to I guess say, manage this reality.
Exactly, brother. And even though you have reality shows and you have reality. This is reality. This is not a reality show.
Absolutely, and it's a major thing. It's often when I just talk about that concept of reality, people don't understand. They don't consider that realities are created.
Right.
They are a product of the dominant group of the people at that time, or whoever is running things, if you will. So this is only one possible reality.
Right.
And of course, the reality shows that are on, those shows tend to promote this reality. So even though they are not this reality, they are promoting certain aspects of this reality that obviously in many ways enough people aren't jumping on the bandwagon on, so they have to be promoted, they have to be advertised.
Right, exactly. And I really don't watch, reality shows, brother, because I found them to really be a waste of time. Now I did used to watch Celebrity Fit Club because, I'm into fitness, I'm into health.
Okay.
And they have some good information on there. I watched one season of the Real Housewives of Atlanta because the people at work would talk about it. So I just tuned in, and they would talk about it on Tom Joyner so much. I said, let me tune in and see what this is about, man. I could only take one season, though, brother. I mean, you can only take so much Nene and Kim and all that stuff.
Absolutely. Well, I've been very lucky. I've been around a lot of people, and I guess you say I've been lucky because I don't have the time. But
right.
the real luck is that I have a community of people around who understand that there are things that I need to know about, but things that I'm not going to take the time to watch because of other things in the schedule. And they will tell me, so they'll watch these shows, and
right.
they will tell me what's relative to what I have discussed or what I'm in the process of doing research for. So I get the information without having to deal with, who is who.
Right, exactly. That's interesting. Yeah. Well, brother, we talked before you came on the air. We were talking back and forth on Facebook,
yes.
And I played a few times. A sister named Fasanami. I forgot how to exactly pronounce her name, but she had you on her show on Blog Talk, and I talked to her.
Okay.
And part of the interview, she did a fantastic interview with you. Number one, it was maybe 3 or 4 months ago.
Right,
and,
it's been a little while.
Yeah, And a clip of that interview I played on my show where you talked about buck breaking. So we're gonna get into that a little bit also, because a lot of people don't know about that. But one of the reasons why I wanted to bring you on, man, is I'm not sure if you're familiar with Jeremiah Kamara. I don't know if okay.
Yes, I read his book on well, I believe that was his first one.
Holy Lockdown.
Yes, Holy Lockdown.
Okay, yeah. Well, I actually know Brother Jeremiah from the African Village, and I've interviewed him on the show. But he puts together these clips, and everybody listening, you can go to his Facebook fan page, Jeremiah Kamara, and he put together these clips called Slave Sermons. Yes. And one of the latest ones he did, like one of the last two, was the one entitled We Men, Ain't We? Something like that. And he showed movie clips of popular movies in the last few years that show African-American men in drag. Everything from White Chicks to Big Mama's House 3, Big Mama's House 1, Big Mama's House 2, Tu Wong Fu with Wesley Snipes. He showed the clip from Pulp Fiction where Ving Rhames' big, strong brothers getting raped. Okay, all these things. So, and I'm familiar with your work. I've seen a couple of your DVDs, one on sexual imperative, and also the homosexuality and the feminization of African American men. Before we get right into it, I did a little bit of your bio, but tell people exactly what it is that you do. Give them some more information, because the bio I had, you can explain it better than me. Before we get right into it, tell us like some of the subject matter that you talk about and why you talk about this, because a lot of other scholars don't talk about what you talk about.
Okay, well, and then before I begin, also, it's not just myself; it's my wife and myself, if you will.
Right. Well, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Both of us were faculty and were college teachers, and
which college? You were at Howard, right?
We were at Morehouse.
Morehouse. I'm sorry.
That's no problem. We were at Morehouse. In fact, we met the first day we arrived in grad school, and we've been together for the last, 26, 27, 28 years since then.
Wow.
So it's like when I say what I do, it's what we do. She's the final editor on all of the books, and it's like when you're with someone who you've been working together for so long, it's not really your work. It's just that you may have that particular talent for speaking or for talking or for writing or what have you. But we
work as a team.
We absolutely work as a team. Right. We started this homeschool program that we had. Essentially, blame our daughter, and we blame her because she was in a African-centered school, private school, and the school didn't have enough students to have a high school. So, both of us are pretty much uncompromising in terms of our responsibilities to the children and to our ancestors. And we knew at that point in time there was no school here that we wanted her to attend, so it was a matter of either she was going to be in my classes in my office on my days and her classes in her office on her days. I'll say luckily, but we know about luck. I was given a fellowship which paid my salary for that year, and I said, well, I could just homeschool her here, and then from there on, the school, if you will, move forward. We are, as you said, an African-centered homeschooling program. We go from 4th grade through 12th grade. We, teach all of the subjects that are to be taught, and we focus on this from the tradition of our ancestors. There's a very strong moral and ethical base to what we talk about, and we really talk about the character. We try to bring out the character of our ancestors in our children, and we look back at the thing that was most important to our ancestors in the teaching of their children. It was the development of their character. We find that in all of the books that talk about traditional African education, traditional African society,